Keanu Reeves must be one of the nicest, coolest people on the planet because no one has a bad word to say about that guy ever. He might be what we should all aspire to be. We should all aspire to be Keanu Reeves.
They're fun, they're interesting. The demons with the kind of the scooped out brains, the seat of the soul, seat of the will being removed, and that's what a demon is. It's only one thing, it's a hunger that can't be satisfied. And he has no self-will, no self-determination.
I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati.
Keanu Reeves has always been known as one of the most respected and soft-spoken figures in Hollywood. A man who avoids drama, lives humbly, and stays far away from headlines. But recently, something shocking happened that nobody expected. Keanu delivered a powerful and unusually stern message directly to Hollywood's highest power brokers. For someone who rarely speaks publicly about industry conflict, his statement stunned everyone listening. Keanu made it clear that the ongoing treatment and pressure being placed on Jim Carrey has gone too far. And this time, he wasn't whispering. He stood firm, sending a message that shook the room and left everyone wondering what was really happening behind the scenes. Jim Carrey, on the other hand, has always been someone unafraid to speak openly and expose the realities of Hollywood, even when others stayed silent. It all began when he started saying things that challenged the entire concept of fame and idolization. During a now viral interview at New York Fashion Week, a reporter approached him expecting a lighthearted celebrity moment. But instead, Jim delivered a message that stunned everyone watching. When asked why he was there, Jim responded calmly, saying he only came because the event felt meaningless. He criticized the idea of celebrating icons, calling it the lowest form of ambition, and insisted that he didn't believe in idols or personalities at all. When the interviewer tried to praise him as an icon who inspires others, he cut her off saying, "I don't believe you exist. I don't believe in icons." And everyone thought he was going crazy.
Hey, Jim Carrey. Yes.
What?
I've covered a lot of fashion weeks. This is the first time I've run into Jim Carrey. Wait, tell me, is it true you're wandering the streets? You need a date to the party? What's up?
No. I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
They're
I
celebrating.
mean, you got to admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons,
in
boy,
icons?
that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry? You're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut it down now. Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. I believe that it's deeper than that. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself. And I don't care.
But Jim, you got really dressed up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I didn't.
Was that an
get dressed
accident?
up. I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream?
There's just things happening. And there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's
uplifting.
the thing. It's not our world.
None
That's
of this
the
is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
There's the good news.
Okay.
A couple of years later, during an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Jim Carrey once again shocked audiences, not with comedy, but with bold claims about the darker side of Hollywood. Sitting on stage in front of a packed studio and millions watching at home, Jim began talking openly about the Illuminati and how powerful figures within the entertainment industry are connected to it. He suggested that many influential people in Hollywood are aware of it, that everyone in the industry knows what is really going on behind closed doors, yet they choose to remain silent out of fear or self-preservation.
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue. For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, and they get out there in the woods in a circle and they decide these things and, you know, and you know, look at him trying to come it out. It's hilarious, hilarious. And, you know, and I'm sick of, hold on a second. You know what they're trying to do? Who? This thing is buzzing, hold on. They're trying to turn us into, you know.
Jim Carrey has always been bold when speaking about issues within Hollywood, refusing to sugarcoat or stay silent, simply to protect his status. A clear example came after the infamous Oscars moment when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock on live television, an event that instantly went viral and dominated global headlines. While many celebrities avoided commenting or offered carefully filtered responses, Jim Carrey spoke directly and without hesitation. In interviews that followed, Jim said he was sickened by the incident and called the behavior embarrassing and extremely lame. He explained that the slap wasn't just about a joke gone wrong. It represented a much bigger problem within the industry, the misuse and the power.
I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
Jim Carrey weighing in on Will Smith's Oscar controversy during a new interview with Gayle King for CBS Mornings.
They asked Chris, do you want to file charges? And Chris apparently said no, he did not.
He doesn't want the hassle. I'd announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous.
Jim Carrey was on hand promoting his new movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but yeah, he made it clear how he felt about Will Smith's actions on Sunday night.
You do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words.
After years of speaking out about Hollywood and feeling like no one was listening, Jim Carrey finally made the difficult decision to step away and retire. Many iconic actors before him had already chosen to walk away from the spotlight quietly. Sean Connery ended his career with The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen in 2003, and Gene Hackman retired after Welcome to Mooseport in 2004. Similarly, Jim Carrey, born in Ontario, Canada, now 62 years old, seemed ready to join that group of legends who concluded their careers on a calm and almost anticlimactic note. Just one day before the premiere of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in April 2022, Jim shocked the world by announcing that he was retiring. In an interview with Access Hollywood, he stated, "I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough." He explained that he had fallen in love with a quiet life, painting, spirituality, and peace away from the chaos of fame. However, he didn't shut the door completely, saying he might consider returning only if a project felt spiritually meaningful, joking that it would need to be written in gold ink.
Well, I'm retiring, but
No.
Yeah, probably.
Are you being serious or are you screwing with me?
I'm being fairly serious. Yeah.
Really? Why?
It depends. It depends if the angels bring some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see. I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break. Yeah.
Well, we need to.
I really like my quiet life, and I really love putting paint on canvas, and I really love my spiritual life, and I feel like, and this is something you might never hear another celebrity say as long as time exists, I have enough. I've done enough, I am enough.
In one interview with E! News, Jim shared how stepping away from Hollywood gave him a completely different perspective on life and his career. He described retirement as something that brought him peace, clarity, and a sense of appreciation he never experienced while trapped in the chaos of fame. Jim said taking time away allowed him to look at everything from a different angle, revealing what truly mattered to him beyond cameras, awards, and expectations.
How does it feel to have all of this for you?
This is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. It's demented. It's bigger than I ever thought it would be. I mean, it was just a little kids movie, and now it's on steroids.
You took a step back from the Hollywood spotlight, and I know that you learned a lot about yourself at that time. What was the best part about being out of that spotlight, and what did you learn about yourself?
I think whenever you step away from something, even if it's something you love, you get a new appreciation for it. So I do value the rest, you know, and I also value getting out of people's faces, you know what I mean?
And to look at your world now, what is the most awing part of this experience?
It's less about awe than it is about just like I appreciate it. I'm gratified by it.
After everything he experienced in Hollywood, the pressure, the criticism, the misunderstanding, and the overwhelming spotlight, Jim Carrey eventually discovered what he now calls the true purpose of life through spirituality. He speaks about this shift as his personal awakening, a turning point that changed everything about how he viewed himself and the world around him. Jim explained that this transformation began after working on the film Man on the Moon, where he became so deeply immersed in his character that he felt he completely lost his own identity. That experience forced him to confront a powerful realization that the ego, the idea of self, and the identity we cling to are all illusions. Jim says he reached a moment of profound clarity in which he felt a sense of unity with everything around him, a feeling that we are not separate individuals, but part of one connected existence. He describes this awareness as something that comes and goes, but one that changed how he sees reality forever. Through this awakening, he learned to value presence over fame, peace over success, and truth over performance. His spiritual journey became more meaningful than any role Hollywood could offer, guiding him to live with authenticity and purpose beyond celebrity.
A few months ago, after knowing Eckhart Tolle for a while and studying the books, I woke up and I suddenly got it. I understood suddenly how thought was just an illusory thing. And how thought is responsible for, if not all, most of the suffering we experience. And then I suddenly felt like I was looking at these thoughts from another perspective. And I wondered, who is it that's aware that I'm thinking? And suddenly I was thrown into this expansive, amazing feeling of freedom from myself, from my problems. I saw that I was bigger than what I do. I was bigger than my body. I was everything and everyone. I was no longer a fragment of the universe. I was the universe. And ever since that day, I've been trying to get back there. It comes and it goes. It's like riding a wave. Sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm off. But at least I know where I want to go. And that I want to take as many people with me as I possibly can.
But now, Jim has started exposing Hollywood again, speaking out more boldly than ever, and Hollywood seems to not be able to take it in. His words have stirred up reactions and discomfort within the industry, and it's clear that many people in power are not happy about it. However, Jim is not standing alone this time. Keanu Reeves is backing Jim up, supporting his right to speak and standing by the message he is trying to convey. Their unity has gained massive attention, especially because both of them are highly respected figures with decades of experience in the industry. Keanu Reeves began his acting career as a young man in his teens, long before he became a global icon. He started out performing in small theater productions and early television roles, slowly building his path step by step. His determination, humility, and consistency helped him move forward, eventually landing opportunities that showcased his talent to a wider audience.
20-year-old Canadian actor Keanu Reeves got the biggest break in his 6-year career when he landed the movie's lead role, playing Robert Jurek as a teenager. You've got a juicy leading role in this film.
Yeah.
How'd you get it?
It sounds like I don't know, I won something in a game show, huh? We flew you to Los Angeles. Yeah, okay, I did it. You see, when American movies come to shoot in Canada, they have to have a certain amount of Canadian content. Yeah. So you usually end up playing the guy's best friend or his enemy, he's sort of like Jim. Or a secretary, yeah. Right.
What's it like? Now that you're here, you're doing it, here's the set. What's it like?
What's it like? It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. Well, the thing is, I'm playing a 17-year-old body with a 40-year-old mind, okay? But then I had to play with my conception of 40, which was sort of older, right? You look at a 40-year-old and go, you're old, but he's not. Robert Urich, I was watching him, he's a bouncy guy, and so I was trying to get that in there as well. I'm basically confused.
You are, but it sounds like a juicy, challenging role, and it's good that you got this one, and
yes.
We look forward to seeing you in other things, and thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Keanu Reeves' journey in Hollywood is not just a story of talent, but also of resilience in the face of profound personal tragedy. Over the years, he endured unimaginable losses, including the death of his child and the loss of his partner, events that would have shattered anyone. Yet, despite this heartbreak, Keanu refused to let despair define him or derail his career. Instead, he continued to dedicate himself to his craft, pouring his energy and focus into every role he took on. From early successes in Speed and Point Break to redefining the action genre with the Matrix trilogy, Reeves consistently delivered performances that captivated audiences worldwide. Later, with the John Wick series, he proved that even after decades in the industry, he could reinvent himself and produce some of the most acclaimed and financially successful films in modern cinema history. His ability to maintain humility, kindness, and professionalism, even while grappling with grief, set him apart in an industry often defined by ego and superficiality.
How old were you when you decided you really wanted to be in it?
Oh my gosh, this really is a retrospective. I didn't know.
We're gonna make it painless. You watch.
What am I up to? I'm up here shooting a Paul Abdul video. First of all, Bill and Ted live in their own place. They work at a place called Pretzels and Cheese. They're still with the Wildsteins. The girlfriends, the babes, the princesses are living in another place. So I'm a rookie FBI agent in Johnny, Utah. And yeah, in order to catch the bad guys, I'm an ex-football player, my knee went out, and kind of a control freak and an adrenaline junkie. And I go undercover to catch these bank robbers, who my partner, Gary Busey, thinks are surfers.
So the silly thing is that if the bus goes 50 miles an hour, the bomb is armed, and if the bus goes back under 50 miles an hour, it'll blow up.
I don't think Parenthood, I don't think Todd in that film can be considered my film. You know what I mean? I think I have just I wouldn't say my film Parenthood.
You're the guy under the bed.
I'm the guy under the bed. Genius.
He's trying to answer the question of what is the Matrix. And Lawrence Fishburne, his character Morpheus, says, you feel there's something wrong with the world. You can't say what it is, but it's like a splinter in your mind driving you mad.
My wife gave me a dog to love for my grief, my final gift for my wife. But then they kill the dog and steal my car, and then John Wick, unburies, breaks open, and gets his guns back.
One of the things that's great about acting is that one of the reasons I do it is that you get to not only learn about other people, but through the dramatic action, through the stories, hopefully you get to learn more about yourself.
You haven't been in a huge Hollywood film like one of those, sequels or something like that. Are you consciously avoiding those, like making a real,
Yes, I am. I'm an artist, and I feel that Hollywood, I'm not going to tempt. Please hire me. I want to be in an 80 million hit.
Did the success of Bill and Ted kind of throw you for a loop, given how long it sort of been on the shelf?
Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise. Most definitely.
Did you think that if it ever got to an audience, it would have that kind of?
No. I mean, who knows, right? I mean, I didn't think I was at this play, and this guy goes, "Yeah, it was me and my friend. We were Bill and Ted for Halloween." I went, "Really?" Wow. And now you can hear it on like computers, like when you press like when you make a mistake, it goes like "excellent" or does whatever, right? It's kind of cheesy. It's kind of it's in the fabric now. It's part of the big picture. Yikes.
So the surfing flick's out too. Yeah. Point Break. Yeah. Was that actually you surfing on it?
Yeah, most of the falling surfing.
See how they got us over there?
Whoa. When I first was learning about the gig, I went to Kauai to learn how to surf with a friend of mine, and I got creamed. I mean, like I was such a kook. I had my my leash on the wrong foot. I was just getting beat up, and then I started surfing, and you know, I caught a couple of waves, and surfing will change your life.
However, Hollywood has not always been kind to Keanu Reeves. Despite his talent and dedication, the actor experienced firsthand the darker side of the industry, including being blacklisted by Fox Studios for a staggering 14 years. The reason? Reeves famously turned down the role of LAPD SWAT officer Jack Traven in Speed 2, Cruise Control, the sequel to the blockbuster Speed, rather than cash in on what would have been a massive paycheck and the momentum of his rising fame. Reeves chose instead to return to the theater and star in Hamlet at the Manitoba Theater Center in Winnipeg, a decision that perfectly reflected his commitment to art over money. Fox reportedly reacted harshly, effectively sending him to what Reeves called movie jail. The first Speed had been a massive success, grossing $350 million on a $30 million budget, so the studio expected a sequel to capitalize on that. When Speed 2 bombed both critically and commercially, the failure seemed to confirm the studio's decision to blacklist Reeves. He avoided major studio films for years afterward, only returning with projects like The Day the Earth Stood Still, and even later after the poorly received 47 Ronin.
Keanu Reeves has said yes to some of the biggest roles of all time, but he's also said no to some junk, and because of that, he was actually blacklisted by Hollywood. In 1994, Keanu Reeves did have a hit with the movie Speed, which made $350 million on a budget of $37 million. But because that they wanted Keanu Reeves to return, they offered him $12 million, which was 24 times as much as he was offered for the first Speed movie. The problem was Keanu Reeves read the script for Speed 2, and he just told the director and the producers it was one of the worst screenplays he ever read in his life. The producers refused to get a new script. Keanu Reeves said he wouldn't do the movie, so instead opted to do a play in Toronto instead. So instead, Speed 2 was made with just Sandra Bullock in the lead, and the movie was a colossal failure, making only $164 million on a budget of $60 million, meaning it lost $80 million, and at the same time it only got a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. Keanu Reeves was actually punished for turning down Speed 2, saying Fox wouldn't hire him for another 13 years, and they were telling other studios not to hire him as well. Keanu Reeves said the only thing that kept him alive in Hollywood was Sandra Bullock turned down the role of The Matrix, and because of that, Keanu Reeves got offered it by Sony afterwards. For years, he was punished for turning down junk.
I am slowly learning that some people are not good for me, no matter how much I love them. I deserve someone who is gentle and kind, because my soul is getting tired.
And now, both the stars are one strong team, standing against Hollywood. Keanu Reeves and Jim Carrey have formed one of the most delightful and inspiring friendships in Hollywood. And it all came together on the set of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Keanu Reeves gained the utmost respect for Jim Carrey while co-starring in the film, and insiders are surprised a close bond didn't develop between them sooner. It's a little insane that it took 30 years for these two icons to find each other, work together, and build a real friendship, but better late than never, a source exclusively told Globe. The source points out that Reeves, 60, and Carrey, 63, similarly got their start in Hollywood when they were basically kids, found mega success, and made tens of millions of dollars in the 90s. Over decades, both have weathered all kinds of ups and downs to stay on top of the business into their 60s, proving their resilience and dedication to their craft. Fans were overjoyed when the two joined forces, with Reeves voicing Shadow the Hedgehog alongside Carrey's mad scientist, Dr. Robotnik. Reeves reflected on the experience on CBS Mornings in December 2024. There's something really special about the concentration and the way that you have to articulate the voice and express. I find it really exhilarating. He added, "I went searching and looking, trying to find my inner shadow and bring it out to the fore." The insider revealed just how much Jim Carrey admires Keanu Reeves' personal life, particularly his deep bond with longtime partner Alexandra Grant. Their relationship, which officially went public in 2019 but began as a friendship back in 2009, has shown Carrey what a grounded, meaningful partnership can look like amid the chaos of Hollywood. Beyond the cameras, they're rooting for each other, talking all the time and comparing notes on their amazing parallel lives, the source revealed, highlighting how the two stars genuinely support and inspire one another. The bond between Reeves and Carrey has only strengthened through their work on Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and the plans for Sonic the Hedgehog 4. And the insider added, right now they're just making up for all that lost time.
I think for sure there's the family element of it, right? It's a group thing. You know, Sonic is generations, like Dad would have grown up with it. The kids are like getting into it, and the experience of the Sonic films in large scale, so well done. Really good attention, great characters, great actors. Jim Carrey. I mean, look, it's just one of these things that I think is an experience, and people have fun, especially this time of year. You want to go and see this, have fun.
And we get a double dose of Jim in this film. And I, for one,
amazing.
I felt like we were getting vintage Jim Carrey, all those things we love about him, you know, Fire Marshal Bill and like Vera DeMilo, all of those things he was getting to really kind of tap into and play. Do you have a favorite of Jim Carrey roles that you think about when you think about his body of work?
The Grinch does it for me, man. He just went in.
Oh, the Grinch was good.
What?
Went in.
Early Carrey, Riddler.
Yeah.
But then all of his work with the, what was it, with the improv, and not...
In Living Color?
Yeah.
Living Color was like edgy, and it was really good. But I mean, I think for what he does as Robotnik is so impressive, and it's awe-inspiring.
What makes this connection so remarkable is how natural and authentic it feels. Fans and observers have noticed it in interviews and appearances, where the mutual admiration is evident in the way they speak about each other. They laugh together, celebrate each other's achievements, and openly acknowledge the struggles they've endured in an industry notorious for its ruthlessness. In many ways, this is a blueprint for how Hollywood friendships could and perhaps should function, based on respect, empathy, and encouragement rather than competition or ego. Their camaraderie is not just heartwarming, it's also setting a new standard in Hollywood. Two legends who started their careers as young rising stars have found each other decades later and are now using their platform to uplift one another, proving that loyalty, kindness, and genuine connection are just as powerful as fame and fortune. It's a rare and inspiring glimpse of what Hollywood could be, and the world is watching in awe.
Keanu said you were an absolute genius in this. What was it like working with him again?
Well, you know, we didn't work in the same space. You know, he was doing the voiceover work and stuff, but when I heard it, I was like, that is so in the pocket and perfect. I mean, this beautiful stoic, you know, nature that he has, and he really elevated it completely from what I was even thinking it could be. So I was super happy that he's involved, because he's, you know, the man that every man aspires to be. And he holds the key to the essence of the fabric of the zeitgeist or something. Anyway,
I love it.
He's very cool, and I think, you know, it's just another cool move.
What was the best moment in bringing Shadow to this franchise to life?
You know, I had a really great experience working on the role. I did like 4 or 5 voice recording sessions, and working with Jeff Fowler, the director, his passion, his knowledge, allowing me to collaborate, and so I had great direction and a great role. And it was just intense. Shadow's intense.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the world to see him in action. And 'tis the season for good news and to be jolly. And here's what Jim had to say to you, what he said to us. He said, "You are the man that every man aspires to be." How does that make you feel?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He said it to us.
Well, he's very kind and he's very generous. And it speaks to his beautiful heart. And the man is a creative genius. right? He's a genius. And in this film, he's even more genius. He's double genius because he's playing two roles. So he's like double genius.
What was that moment like when you first met you and Jim Carrey?
I met him I'd met him socially in passing once, like 6-7 years ago. But then really just hanging out for the first time in London at the premiere of Sonic 3, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And 2024 is coming to a close. Do you have anything on your bucket list for 2025?
I don't want to do bucket lists. I don't want to kick buckets. I don't want to put anything in the bucket. I don't know.
You have been a joy to us. Thank you so much for everything that you brought to us in this world.
Thank you. That's very kind.
So what do you think? Could Keanu Reeves and Jim Carrey's unstoppable friendship finally change the way Hollywood operates? Or is it just a rare spark in an industry full of shadows? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out on any new videos. And until then, fam, keep it real.